Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I am unboxing Goddess of Stone Temple from Diamond Art Club. If you are totally new to diamond painting, or maybe you're just thinking about buying your very first diamond painting, I'm going to go through everything that you can expect from Diamond Art Club. That'll be the packaging, the toolkit, all of the contents, and I'll talk a bit about pretty much everything. If you have done a few diamond paintings but not from Diamond Art Club, it'll give you a chance to see what you can expect if you do buy a kit from Diamond Art Club. If you are an experienced diamond painter, I will mark the video so you can skip to exactly the sections you want to see, whether it's which colour the pen is, which cover minder I get, if I do get a cover minder, obviously the canvas and the drills. You can just choose the section you want to watch. You don't have to watch through or try and guess. So hopefully it caters for everybody, from the absolute beginner to the experienced diamond painter. So first things first, if you buy a kit from Diamond Art Club, it will not come in a grey plastic bag. The diamond painting will not be folded, and this is what you can expect. You will get this white box with the graphic on it, and as you can see it says Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. It has diamondartclub.com, which is obviously the Diamond Art Club website. We have at Diamond Art Club for Instagram, and on Facebook, Diamond Art Club. So the box is pretty sturdy. It also comes taped with reinforced tape. The tape has fibres through it, so it makes it less likely to accidentally burst open during transit. So not that much to say about the box. So I'll just see if you can find my scissors that I just lost. So we'll open it up, just cut the tape. It always sounds like it should be easier than it actually is, but see how it goes this time. I could cheat and cut it pre-hand, but I don't like to do that. So cut the ends, and then this is the bit that's always awkward, trying to find the actual centre. And get down the tape without trying to chew through the box as well, which it feels like I'm doing. Try it from the other side. See if I can tear it. There we go. Okay, so we'll open the box and see what we find. So inside we get some padding, actually quite a lot of padding. So this is to stop what's inside rattling around. Makes it nice and secure, so we'll put this aside, and then this is what we actually have in the box. So we have a box within the box. So not many companies do that, so it is very well protected. And this is the standard Diamond Art Club box. Sometimes they do special editions, like Star Trek for example, and the graphics here would be different. We would have some graphics to do with Star Trek, or maybe Harry Potter, we would have different graphics. But this is the standard graphics for the kit. So the box is sealed. We have a cellophane over it, so it keeps everything nice and clean. So again, we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. And then the next thing we can see is DIY Diamond Art Kit. It does say on it square diamonds, but you can tell straight away that it has square drills, because it has this purple square. If it had been round drills, it would be a pink circle. So you can tell straight away which type of drills are inside the box. Then we get a thumbnail. So we can see the thumbnail, and it says the title, which is Goddess of Stone Temple. It gives us the artist, which is Dru Kuhlman, or Kuhlman, not sure how to pronounce that. And then it says diamond shaped square, gives us the size. So we have 27.6 inches by 27.6 inches, 70 centimetres by 70 centimetres. So it is a square drill diamond painting kit, and the canvas is also square, same size all the way around. And then at the bottom, all inclusive, see back for contents. So if we flip it over, we get this again, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Jaw-dropping artwork that you can do at home, no experience required. Have some time to yourself and leave the day's worries behind. Create gorgeous artwork that you can frame in your home. Makes a great gift for your friends, family and loved ones. And then we have 6 steps on how to diamond paint, just very basic steps and thumbnails, just in case you're absolutely new. And further down we get kit contents. It tells us what's in the kit, but we will be looking at that, so we'll just skip that part. And we have it in 3 different languages. At the bottom, warning, choking hazard, so keep out of the reach of young children. You don't want them swallowing anything by accident. And that is pretty much it. So the next thing is to remove the cellophane and find out what is actually inside the box. So again, I'm doing this for people who may not have seen a Diamond Art Club kit and have no idea what to expect or how it differs from other companies. So remove the cellophane, put that aside, open the top of the box, and when we do that we get the toolkit at the top. And just got a hold of it, so take the toolkit out, and the bag is open, so I've actually got something that's fallen out. I don't know if there's anything in the box. Yep, sounds like it. Okay, that is the first time that's happened. So it's a resealable bag, so I mean it's no big deal, but a few things had fallen out of the bag. So also got this piece of paper. I'll look at that in a minute. So I'll put the bag to the side and empty the contents. I found it's easier to do that because when I try and do it with the tray inside, it always makes it more difficult to get things out. So just emptying it just now. And I think I've got everything. Doesn't look like anything's missing. Right, okay, so back to the toolkit bag. Toolkit bag, as I said, is resealable, so you can put things in it and seal it up. It is also reusable because it's resealable and recyclable. So on the back we have a list of contents, but as I said, we'll just go through it. We'll just stick the kit there. The first thing that I'll look at is the pen. So most diamond painting kits, you tend to get a pink pen. It seems to be pretty much the standard. Sometimes it'll be a clear one with little speckles in it. So this is the standard typical diamond painting pen. The pen that I've got today from Diamond Art Club is green. But as you can see, they are exactly the same diameter, they have exactly the same tips, the nylon with the brass inserts. The only difference is the colour. So in this kit I've got a green pen. It is totally random which colour you get. There are quite a range of different colours, so just a little bit of fun. You might get a colour that you don't have yet. So the other thing is you get a squishy or a squidgy, whatever you want to call it. It always matches the colour of the pen. So if this had been a red pen, it would be a red squidgy, purple pen, purple squidgy. Again, if you're totally new to diamond painting, maybe you got a kit and you got a pen and you got a squidgy and you're not really sure what this is for. All it does is it slides onto the pen. So you slide it up so it's in the position where you would hold the pen, and it makes the pen thicker. And because it's made of sponge, makes it a bit more comfortable to hold. And the idea of that is it can help people who have issues holding narrow things. I always think about people with arthritis. I know like my mum had rheumatoid arthritis, and she started to find it difficult to hold normal writing pens, and she started to look for chunkier and thicker pens that she could hold comfortably. So having this make the pen a bit thicker and softer could help someone who has problems with their hands. So Diamond Art Club always supply a squidgy. The next thing related to the pen is multi-placers. Diamond Art Club's standard supply two multi-placers, two different sizes. Again, if you're new, multi-placers just push into the end of the pen, and then what you do is you push them into the pink wax. You fill this little channel with pink wax, and then you can pick up a little row of drills from your tray instead of using the single placer where you can only place one drill at a time. So it can speed things up. You would use that if you had a lot of the same colour in a diamond painting. Once you get more experienced, you can start to pick up, I think this is a 4-placer, you could pick up maybe 2 and place them, or even 1, I've seen people do that as well, or 3. But initially when you're first getting used to using them, it's easier if you just have a full row and then you can place it. But with practice you can do that, and then as I said, you can pick up 2 or 3. You don't have to fill the whole thing. It does take practice though. If you have a larger area of the same colour, you can put on the larger one. So exactly the same, has the slot in it, press it into the pink wax so you fill it with the wax, and then you can pick up a longer row of drills. So it can speed things up if you're working on a diamond painting that has a lot of blocks of the same colour. So that's it, that's the multi-placers that go with the pen. Excuse me. The next thing I did mention is pink wax. All diamond painting kits come with pink wax, and that is how you pick up the drills. So Diamond Art Club's pink wax comes in a little case. So we've got a heart-shaped case, and inside we have 2 pieces of pink wax. So this is a lot of pink wax. You can cover quite an area with this amount of pink wax. So Diamond Art Club supply heart-shaped. Most companies do squares or rectangles. Some do circles, but Diamond Art Club have always done the heart shape. So it comes in a little case. So that's quite handy as well because it keeps it nice and clean, especially if you have pets that shed hair and it gets everywhere. When you're finished using it, you can put it back in the little case, put the lid on, and you won't find cat hairs and things inside it when you open it up, hopefully. It also helps to stop the wax drying out, so nice to have it in a little case. The next thing is the reason I opened the bag off camera, is the tray. So Diamond Art Club's tray looks like this. A lot of times you will get kits that have trays like this. So the first obvious, or the 2 obvious things, is the Diamond Art Club tray is bigger, so you can put in more drills and shake it, and then you can spread them out more. With these trays you can't put in as many drills. If you try and pile them up, it makes it more difficult to get them settled, and makes it more difficult to pick them up as well. The other obvious thing is this one does not have a spout, so it makes it more difficult to pour back into containers or bags, whereas this one does have a spout. You will see white trays that look like this. Couldn't find one at hand, but I've got a clear one, so you do get trays that have got spouts. The difference, again, Diamond Art Club a little bit different. Diamond Art Club trays come with a spout, a stopper for the spout. So you can push this in, and when you're shaking your tray, the drills don't accidentally fall out the end. or when you pick your tray up, if you accidentally tilt it, the drills won't slide out. The big difference between this one and both of these is the sides. Diamond Art Club's trays have straight edges, and these ones have angled sides, so you can see. The problem with angled sides is if you've got your tray down, you've got your drills in it, your diamond painting, you accidentally touch the side of the tray, it flips very, very easily. So your drills flip out, land on the glue, then you've got to pick them back off and put them back in the tray. It is very annoying. And this one again, it's got the angled sides, and I'm not putting pressure on this, I'm just touching and they flip really easily. Diamond Art Club tray, you see them, probably you can hear, I'm hitting that, I mean I'm hitting it straight down. If I hit it at an angle I can flip it, but I have to try. So the tray is more steady. To me that's the biggest improvement. Straight edges, you don't have to worry, you can even be diamond painting, have your hand sitting on the edge of the tray and it won't flip. Before I got straight edge trays, I was using this type of tray and it was driving me nuts. Even though you know you've not to do it, it happens, you just forget. So definitely the biggest improvement for me anyway. Straight sides and bigger tray, so you don't have to fill it as often, which is also good. The next thing is tweezers. Because this is a square drill kit, you will get tweezers. If it had been round, you don't get tweezers. So round kits, Diamond Art Club don't supply tweezers. So we have branded Diamond Art Club, metal tweezers with a little cap. They are extremely sharp, so definitely keep them out of reach of kids or pets. Always put the cap on when you're not using them, because they are very, very sharp and could easily cause someone or a pet a pretty bad injury. So always put the cap on, and I would suggest keeping them out of the reach of the kids. These tweezers are metal, so they are very sturdy. A lot of kits that you get have silver coloured tweezers that are made of basically tin. They are very easy to bend, very soft, which makes it difficult to pick drills up because you have to press pretty hard to try and get a grip of the drill. If you grip hard, the chances are the drill is going to ping away. So having a good set of tweezers makes a huge difference. The very first time I tried to use tweezers, I was trying to use the cheap silver ones, and I managed to pick up a drill, and before I managed to get it where it was meant to go, the drill shot off across the room and I never found it again. And that put me off using tweezers for over a year. I just used the pen. But I went back and tried again, and I was trying with metal tweezers the second time, and quickly got used to it, and now I use tweezers all the time. I use tweezers for round and square. I definitely prefer using them. But again, it takes a bit of practice, but once you get used to how hard or how soft you have to squeeze the tweezers to actually pick up a drill, once you get that, it's a lot easier. It just takes a bit of practice, and you can practice just with your tray. Shake some drills in the tray and practice picking up some drills and just picking them up out of one column and moving them into another one. You don't have to practice when you're working on a diamond painting, because initially it'll take you a little bit of time just to get that right, how soft really, because you don't need to squeeze hard. Once you get that and you can pick drills up and move them back and forward quite easily, then you're ready to try it on the diamond painting. I'm not saying you won't every once in a while ping a drill or drop a drill. It happens, but definitely I definitely prefer to use tweezers over pens. The next thing we get is washi tape. Again, the washi tape is totally random what you get in the kit. If you get this kit, I'm pretty sure you won't get this washi tape. It is purely random, so every time you get a new kit, you won't know what kind of washi tape you're going to get until you open it. I don't think I have any duplicates. So this one is purple with little flowers on it. Some people will use this as a decoration. They frame their diamond painting and they actually keep it on if it matches the picture. Most people would use it to put around the edge of the diamond painting while they work on it, because the glue on the diamond painting goes past the printed area, so you have a small border around the outside that's just glue. When you're diamond painting, the edge of your hand will touch that and it's irritating. The other thing is dust and hairs and crumbs and things. When you've got the cover up so the glue is exposed, things have a habit of sticking to the glue. By the time you finish your diamond painting, it can look pretty grubby. You could have pet hairs, eyelash hairs, crumbs, dust. If you have long sleeves, if they touch it, the fibres will come off that as well and stick to the glue. So it can look pretty grubby. So what people do is put the masking tape around the outside just to cover the glue, but not onto the actual printed area. And it means that when you're moving your hand around, you don't stick to the glue, and it reduces the chance of anything else sticking to the glue. When the diamond painting's finished, they peel the tape off and throw it away, and then it all looks nice and clean. The other way that people use the washi tape is with the clear cover. Trying to cut it, it tends to wander, so it's difficult to get straight lines cut. What people do is they make a grid. So they use the tape on top of the clear cover, make a grid, so they'll space it how wide they would want a section, and then across as well, so you get a grid pattern. And then what you do is cut up the centre of the washi tape, and then your cuts go straight. The clear cover won't start to wander because the tape holds it, so you can cut nice straight lines and cut sections the size you want. People prefer different sizes, so you can make a grid to the size that you prefer. So that is what the washi tape is for. The next thing is cover minder. Yes, I did get a cover minder. Diamond Art Club are phasing out, and this has been known for quite a long time now. I am fully expecting to do one of these unboxings and open the kit and there will be no cover minder, because they are phasing them out, and all they're using now is stock cover minders that they have in stock. They're using them up, and then once they're done, they're done. So no more cover minders. Cover minders come in various shapes and sizes, different things. This one happens to be a yellow macaron, and the actual cover minder can be different, but the way it works is exactly the same. If you turn your cover minder over, you'll see this little silver thing. It's a magnet, and if you slide it, it's actually two magnets that stick to each other. So the idea of this is, if you've got your clear sheet, you fold it back so you can work on an area. The clear sheet has a habit of trying to fold back again, so to stop that happening, you fold the sheet back, you get your loose magnet, put it underneath the canvas, then you get your cover minder, put it over the top, they click together and it holds the clear sheet back. So it holds the cover, so hence the name cover minder. It minds the cover. When you're finished, or finished for the day, you can put your hand underneath the canvas, find the magnet, pull it away, take this off, and then put your sheet back down again. So that's what a cover minder is. But as I said, they do come in various shapes and sizes. I'm just going to pull some that I've got here, just to give you an idea. People do collect them, and I know a lot of people really like them. A lot of people are quite sad that Diamond Art Club are going to stop supplying them, but it is what it is, as they say. So these are just some of the different ones that I've got. Again, they are totally random. you never know what you're going to get, and that's what people like about it. It's just a little surprise. So I'm just pulling these just to let you see the variation. There is a lot of variety, and there are a lot that I don't have, but I definitely have the macarons. So you can see I've got the yellow one there. I've also got a purple one, pink one, red one, orange one, and what else is that? Another pink one. The macaron, for whatever reason, is the one that I have most of. I think this is them all. So then I have all the yellow. I've got 4 yellow ones, but there are a few more there. But it gives you the idea. They vary, except for me. I seem to be, for some reason, macarons are attracted to me. But that is what cover minders are. As I said, they all work the same way. They might look different, but they all have the same thing. They've got the 2 magnets. Some people collect them and just put them on the fridge. Nothing wrong with that. So I just keep them sort of stuck around here. So I'm just going to put everything back. There's just one more thing that I need to show. It's the first time I've actually done that. Normally I just show 1 or 2, but once I started taking them off, I thought, yeah, I'll do this one. But it gives you the idea of the variety. You can actually buy cover minders if you go on like Etsy and things. So when the cover minders do disappear from Diamond Art Club, if you still want to get cover minders or collect them, you can actually look on Etsy and you can find them as well. Maybe not exactly the same, but still, people like to collect things. The last thing is the baggie, the bag of bags. So most diamond painting companies supply bags as standard. So Diamond Art Club normally supply around 25. I always count them out of curiosity. It does vary a bit, but I'm expecting about 25. So the bags that we get are pretty good. They're thick. I have had some from companies that are very thin, but these are decent, so we'll count them. We count the one that they come in because it's the same size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 26. So these can be used to keep spare drills at the end. You probably will have spares of all the colours. So you can keep the spares in these resealable bags. Put a little sticker on them, mark in the DMC code, and then if you're doing a kit in the future and you happen to run out of a colour, maybe you're missing just 3 or 4 drills, you can look through your bags, see if you've got that DMC code, and you can use those drills in that diamond painting. Only if they're the same shape though. Round squills, round drills and square drills are different sizes. The squares are smaller by 0.2 of a millimetre, but you want to use squares if you have any missing squares, or rounds if it's missing rounds, so they match properly. So that's it. That is an extensive look at the Diamond Art Club toolkit. As I said, the reason I do this is I'm always conscious of people who are new to either diamond painting or new to Diamond Art Club, and they may be curious to what you actually get in the kits. So that's why I do them. I go through them every time. But I've started indexing the video, So if you look at the description, you can see the different sections, and just click on it to go directly to the part of parts that interest you. And hopefully that helps beginners, and the people who just want to see the kit can jump straight to that. So put this all aside. Next we'll talk about the piece of paper that fell out. So this is the piece of paper that fell out, and it is a sticker. Some people keep logbooks. They prefer a physical book rather than any digital way of storing things. So they'll have a logbook, and they use these stickers as indexes. So the sticker says the title, Goddess of Stone Temple, by Dru Kuhlman. I think it's Kuhlman. And then the down shape is square, and then the size again. So as you can see, there's a sticker. I don't know if any other diamond painting companies that do that. So put that to the side. Then we'll get back to the box and check out the canvas. So the canvas comes sealed in a bag, and again we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. So we'll open up the bag, move this to the side. So the canvas is sealed, but you can, hopefully anyway, it's happened the past few times, yeah, the glue used to be pretty strong, and what happened a lot was when you were trying to open it, it would rip a hole, which wasn't ideal if you're thinking about putting it back in the bag before you actually do the diamond painting. You maybe want to take it out, have a look, make sure everything's okay, and then put it back, which is what I do. So we've still got the glue, but the bag is now open, so we can slide the canvas out and take the bag off. But I will keep that, because once I've finished this, I'll roll the canvas back up, put it back in the bag, put it back in the box until I'm ready to actually work on it. It keeps it nice and clean. So we'll have a look inside. So if I tip it, here we have the drills, and there should be more than that. So we have this, and we have this, and that should be it. I'm just checking. Yep. So we'll talk about these before we talk about the drills. So the first thing is the little thank you booklet. So when you buy a kit, you will always get this. So we get a thank you for your purchase, a little bit about Diamond Art Club, and then we open it up and it tells us what's included in your kit. 3 different languages. We've basically been through everything. Next page is tips and tricks. So they have little thumbnails and brief descriptions of different things. They do mention Diamond Art Club release paper. That is not included in the kit. You would need to buy that separately from the website. Then they talk about checkerboard technique. Again, for absolute beginners, these things will be new, but I would recommend that you go on YouTube and search for things like diamond painting tips, diamond painting for beginners, that type of thing. You'll find a lot of videos where people are trying to show you, or they are showing you, how they diamond paint, and you will find slight differences between them, but it gives you a much better idea. Like checkerboard technique, if you're totally new, don't know anything about diamond painting, and somebody says to you, use checkerboard technique, what does that mean? So if you go on YouTube and search checkerboard technique diamond painting, or diamond painting checkerboard technique, you will find videos, and people will show you how to do the checkerboard, why they do the checkerboard, and then you'll be a bit more ready for diamond painting. That's what I did before I started diamond painting. I went on YouTube, I watched a lot of videos, and I picked up a lot of information that really did help. So when I started, I had a much better idea of what I was doing, what DMC codes are, why they're important, that sort of thing. Again, if you're totally new and somebody says DMC code, it means nothing. So go on YouTube and search DMC codes diamond painting, and then you'll find out what a DMC code is and why it's important. So just little things here. Multiplacer tool, I mentioned that earlier. Color blocking, that's what you do with the multiplacer tool, sort of mentioned that as well. Washi tape, spoke about that. Pre-cut sticker labels, I will be talking about that in a minute. Then we get a code here, 10% discount, 10% off your next purchase if you use this code here. Then we open it up, and as I was saying, talking about videos, Diamond Art Club have actually got a scan code here that will take you to a video where you can see someone diamond painting and talking about it. And then you're invited to join our VIP Facebook group. And again, I forgot to check how many members there are now. I think we're somewhere close to 35,000. I might be way out, it's been a while since I actually looked at that. But the VIP Facebook group is for people who have purchased Diamond Art Club diamond paintings. So you have to have purchased at least one Diamond Art Club kit to join. But the benefit is, when you do join, you have, I'm going to say, about 35,000 members. So 35,000 other diamond painters that can help you if you've got any questions, any problems. The chances are somebody somewhere has had the same problem, and they can maybe tell you how they managed to fix it. The other thing is, you will see a lot of WIPs, works in progress. You'll see what people are working on. You'll see what people have finished, all that sort of thing. So it's a really good group. It's well managed. I drop in a lot and read comments and stuff and see what people are working on. I find it interesting just seeing what everybody's working on. So I would definitely recommend joining that. So we have all the socials as well. We've got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and Pinterest. All of it is Diamond Art Club. And then we have step-by-step instructions, again, for people who are absolutely new to diamond painting, never done it before. It's a basic guide on how to diamond paint. But again, I would go for the videos. They are much easier to understand. Because if you don't know the lingo, it can be confusing when you're not sure exactly what they're talking about. And then the last page, this is the important one. Diamond Art Club have their own app. If you download the app and you buy a kit, on your very first purchase you will get a 20% discount. That is a good discount. So I definitely recommend it if you think you're maybe going to buy another kit of Diamond Art Club. Download the app and use the app to buy your next kit. You will get a 20% discount. And that's it. So that's the little thank you booklet. Now we will look at the other piece of paper. It's very impressive. It's gone got a little bit squished. Oh, that is the first time that's happened. So it did get squished, and the labels have come off. That's the very first time that's happened to me. So I'll just put these back where they're meant to be, carefully. It's a bit fiddly when you don't have nails. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of work. So you can just talk amongst yourselves while I do this. It's very warm in Copenhagen today. Okay. So I don't know how that happened, because it was inside the roll, but something must have slid. It would be the drills, I'm pretty sure. The bag of drills has slid and squashed this. So I'm just putting them back in order, sticking them down again before they get totally lost. So First time for everything, as they say. Okay, so they're back. Okay, so this is Diamond Art Club's Key, or Legend, as some people call it. In fact, I think most people call it the Legend. So this is where you get your number of colours. If you see the first column, it starts at 1 and it ends at 51. So we have 51 colours in this. The next column is symbol. So these are the symbols that are on the canvas that you use to figure out where to put the colour. The last one is the colour code, which is the DMC code. DMC code is a standard way of numbering any specific shade of any colour. So the one that I always mention is 310. DMC 310 is black. It's always black. So if you buy a kit from any company who uses DMC codes, if they have 310, they are black. So it makes it easier to make sure that you're using exactly the right shade. As you can see, there are a lot of dark colours in here, a lot of greys, dark greys. So to make sure you're using the right shade, you check the DMC code. And when you finish your diamond painting and you put your extra drills in those little bags, put a label on it and write the DMC code. Then you can use them in future kits if you happen to run out. Or you can keep them, and if you are very artistic, you could maybe decorate candle holders or plant pots or anything like that. Come up with your own design and then use the drills to make your own little patterns and that sort of thing. I've seen quite a few that people have done and they did them really well, but I don't think I'm imaginative enough to come up with any ideas for that. But people who are artistic and have that sort of natural flair can make up little designs and put them on like flower pots, for example, and they do look really good. So we'll go over this. Most companies, when you get your legend, or your key as I call it, it will be on a sheet of A4 paper. Everything will just be printed on the paper. You will normally get a thumbnail, and normally it's very, very small and you can't make out anything. Diamond Art Club provide a massive thumbnail so you can see exactly what the image is. This is a pretty dark image. It's not a mistake or anything. It just is a dark image. So this is an image of the original artwork. And again, we get the title, Goddess of Stone Temple by Dru Kuhlman. And then we can put in the start date and end date. When you diamond paint, the first question that most people ask is, how long did that take? I put a new diamond painting up in the canteen at work every month, and it is always the first question I get asked. They look at it and then they say, how long did that take? And I can tell them because I wrote down the date I started it and I wrote down the date I finished it. I don't time it by the minute or by the hour or anything, it's just by the day. This is when I started it and this is when I finished it. We have, again, diamond shape is square, the size again, so all the details are on this. The idea of the pre-cut labels is you can peel them off and stick them on containers or bags. You don't have to try and draw symbols or write anything. You just peel them off, stick them on the container, pour the drills in. It makes things really quick for setting up. So Diamond Art Club, as far as I know, were the very first company to come up with this idea. I know that some other companies, at least one, are beginning to do the same thing, but Diamond Art Club were the first ones, as far as I know, that came up with this idea. So that is the legend, or the key, as I call it. So first time that's happened, never happened before. Hopefully it never happens again. Thankfully none of them disappeared or got stuck inside the box, which would have been more awkward. It happened to stick on here, and I've put them back, so it should be okay. So put that to the side. Then we'll talk about the drills. So the drills come sealed in a bag. This is typical for pretty much any company. They come in these bags and they have a glue strip along the side. But Diamond Art Club always put a sticker on it, so you're absolutely sure you have the right drills for the right kit. So it says Goddess of Stone Temple, that's what we're doing, so we've got the right drill. So as I said, this is normally how they come with all the companies. They come in this bag, it's a glue strip along the side, always the noisiest part of the video. Peel that open and we will take out the drills. And we've got one loose one, which is just one that went AWOL during packaging. If a bag had been burst, we would have hundreds if not thousands of drills would be all over the table, so it's just one little drill. So with Diamond Art Club, the drills come sealed in strings. I'll just go through them. So we have, just trying to get the end of one. I'll always do these upside down and back to front and try this. So we have the DMC code is printed on the bag, and this one is 3012. Then we have 646, 402, then we have 129. This is what they call AB drills. Aurora Borealis, they have a special coating on the outside. So these ABs happen to be yellow, but there's not actually a lot of them in this one. But if I tilt them, they reflect green, yellow, blue, red and purple. So when you walk past the diamond painting, you'll just get these little flashes, random flashes of colour, which can really enhance a diamond painting. So some ABs there, and then we get to 3866, 3856, 3768. Then we have Z3024. Z code drills are what they call fairy dust, and they differ from the ABs because the ABs have a coating and the colour reflects on the whole facet. It's like a little light just shines, they're very bright. The Z codes, the fairy dust, have a very fine sparkle, like glitter, very fine all over the surface. It doesn't come off, it's actually set into the drill with the coating, but it gives a very fine sparkle effect, which makes them look different from the ABs and even the standard drills. So it adds another dimension to the diamond painting. So these ones are white, or off-white. It's difficult to see when they're in the bag, but I did a video about the fairy dust, and I will put a link in the description if you want to get a closer look at fairy dust drills. I think those ones were blue, but I will put a link and you can have a look if you've never seen fairy dust before. Then we get to 927, 336, 167, 318, 3750, 938, 930, 3072, 3864, 3871, 738. So the other thing about the Diamond Art Club drills is they actually manufacture them themselves. They don't buy in from companies who make the drills. They actually manufacture the drills themselves. They are resin drills, they are very high quality. The colours are very vibrant. This kit is not the one to show the really vibrant colours because it is a dark kit, but they are still very shiny. Okay, we'll just a very small string here. We've got another Z code, so another fairy dust. So Z452, which is a light purple colour, sort of a lilac-y colour. And again, these have got the very, very fine glitter on the surface of the drills, so they give that little shimmer. Now, the fact that this is a pretty dark picture, all these little shimmers and sparkles will really stand out because it is a pretty dark image, and it will emphasize the sparkles. But I'll talk about that more once we actually look at the canvas. So we have 610, 371, 109. Again, this is another AB, Aurora Borealis. So these are grey, but if I tilt them, move them around in the light, I can see blues, yellows, purples, greens. So these colours will flash as you walk past. I tilt the bag just to sort of simulate walking past, because when you walk past, the light is hitting the drills at different angles, so you get these little flashes of different colours. As I said, really, really nice effect, especially when it's a dark background. It really, really makes these things stand out. Then we've got 898, into the next string, 839, 934, 3032, 3863, 647, 612, 535, 169, 3022, 3042, 451. As you can see, a lot of numbers. So again, to make sure you get exactly the right shade of a colour, the DMC code is important. So 611, 317, another 317, so I have quite a lot of them, 3021, 414, 779, 939, 939, 645. So 3787, 3371, 3371, 413, 413, 413, 828, 838, 838, 3799, 3799, 3799, 844, 844, 844, 840, 310, 310, 310, 310. So 4 bags of black. So that is it. As you can see, it is a dark diamond painting. If you look at the colours, there are very few colours that stand out, but the image, it is meant to be a dark sort of setting, and we'll have a look at it once I put the drills out of the way. I mean, it is a dark image, but because the drills are so sparkly, it will really make the sparkle stand out in this diamond painting. And I always talk about the rendering of Diamond Art Club, how good it is, how good it's always been, how it has got a lot. I mean, it was always good, but 2.5 years ago maybe, suddenly, to me anyway, the rendering just took a big step forward. And sometimes I just see them, normally I look on Instagram because you get previews before the kits are actually released, and you'll get the original artwork and then you swipe it and you'll get the rendering. And there's been quite a few kits where I've looked at the original artwork and I've swiped it and I've looked at it and I thought, hang on, that looks the same, switch back and forward. Some of them, the rendering is just so good. I don't know how they do it. And this was one of those kits. As soon as I saw the image and I thought, how are they going to do that in diamond painting? And I flicked it and I thought, wow, that is impressive. So I waited on it being released. I ordered it as soon as I could, and I was lucky enough to get it because it sold out really quickly. So at the moment, Goddess of Stone Temple is out of stock, but it will be getting restocked. If it's an image that you're interested in, you can actually set it so that they will send you an email when it comes back in stock, so you can order it. I've done that before with something I wanted and it wasn't in stock, and I waited until it came back. They sent me an email and I ordered it. This one I was lucky enough to get it before it sold out. So now we'll have a look and see what all the palaver is about. There's a lot of black. Now I need to get it. Because it's a square canvas, I don't think I've actually had a totally square one, not in the big kits anyway. Again, it won't fit and I need to switch lights off. The problem with the clear cover is it bounces back light from everywhere. So I start switching lights off. See how that goes. Switch this one off as well. That's better. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom. So we have the key or the legend on the side, and I'll just roll it slowly. Hopefully I don't get too much reflection. So now this is what really got my attention. We've got a staircase going up towards light. We're in some sort of dungeon type scenario, like a cavern type thing, and we've got the steps going up, and then we've got the goddess of Stone Temple, who is a ghost, walking up the steps looking up towards the light, and we have candles that are lit up here and here. And then if I start to bring it down, you can see she's walking up the steps up to the light. Now, the thing that has always caught my attention with Diamond Art Club is the way that they do shading. And in this one, it is just perfect. The way the light fades as it goes into the distance is very impressive. The way it looks as if you're looking straight through the woman, again, is very impressive. She's got the white dress, you can see the folds in the material, and the fact that it is so dark, and then as you come up we'll have this sort of focal point of the light. It's difficult, it always is difficult to imagine exactly how a diamond painting will look until it's actually finished. And then you've got all of the sparkle, all of the shading, all of the blending, you've got the fairy dust, you've got the ABs, everything is there, and it brings everything to life. But it's just when I looked at the original artwork and I looked at the rendering and I thought, how did they do that? How did they manage to get the image so close to the original artwork? You can actually see, you've got the woman's form there, you can see the steps through her, and then we've got this long white dress, and you can see the folds in the dress, you can see the lines of the steps and the way that the dress is going over. I mean, it's just done so well. I wasn't actually intending to buy a diamond painting. I was just looking at what was new, and as soon as I saw this I thought, yeah, I'm getting that. I like to find diamond paintings that are different from anything I've done, and the way they did the shading on this centre character with the stairs and the folds in the dress is just something that I've never seen done as well as this. The candles, we're going to have the candle light. I'm pretty sure ABs are going to be involved, or fairy dust will be involved around this to make them really stand out. It's just so well done, nothing else I can say. So after saying all of that, I think it's time to have a closer look at the canvas and just check out how they've managed to blend these things, and just check the quality of the print and make sure that everything looks okay. So that'll be next. Okay, so now we are having a much closer look at the canvas, and I like to do this because it gives people an idea of what they will be looking at while they work on the canvas. So we're looking at it pretty close, and we can see all the symbols, and we're just checking to make sure that the symbols are easy to read. We don't have any faded print, missing print, double print, anything like that. It also gives us a chance to see how the picture was actually put together. As I said, Diamond Art Club's rendering is definitely the best that I've seen, especially over the past 2.5 years. And this one is a really good example of just how well they do it. So we're looking at that area of light that the goddess is walking up towards. And you can see how the shading is put together to create that effect. I think it is done very, very well. And now we're just beginning to look at some of the steps at the top. And as we come down, we can see the silhouette on the left hand side there. And she's walking up the steps and looking up towards that light area. I think that is going to draw a lot of attention when the diamond painting's finished, because that area is a lot lighter than the rest. We have the candles at the sides as well, which once the colour is in, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be ABs or fairy dust or something there just to get that extra sparkle around the candles, it will draw a lot of attention to them as well. And then obviously we've got the main figure, and as we come down we start to see the dress as it opens out and it folds as it goes down the steps. I just think they have done such a good job with this. It really makes it look like the original artwork, which is a very difficult thing to do. But they have just improved and improved the way they do the shading and the rendering, and they just keep getting better and better. So now you can see the folds in the dress, you can still see the steps through the dress, and as we come further down you can actually see the material folding as it goes down over the steps. It's just something, as soon as I saw it, it just really impressed me. Definitely one of the best renderings I've seen. I think the contrast between the darkness around the outside of the image and then going into that light area, and then having the candles lighting these sections to the side, it's going to be a very, very impressive diamond painting. The other thing that I didn't mention was Diamond Art Club now supply the clear cover with perforations. So it actually is perforated with 10 centimetre by 10 centimetre squares. So you don't need to use release paper. A lot of people will take off the big clear cover, put down release paper, and then take the sheets off one at a time as they work on the diamond painting. So Diamond Art Club have taken that idea and they have perforations in the clear cover. You can still use it as you would if you just want to fold it back and then bring it back again. But it has these perforations in it, so you can actually tear out a 10 centimetre square, work on it, finish it. It means the rest of the canvas is still covered, so you don't actually need the cover minder. So the cover minders will be, as I said, disappearing pretty soon, I think, because they've been talking about it for quite a long time. So they're using up the stock with the cover minders, but they will eventually disappear. But you don't need them if you're working this way. You just peel off the section that you want to work on. If you don't finish it, you put the sheet back down. They made it so that the clear cover is the equivalent of double-sided release paper. It means it doesn't matter which way you put the piece down that you removed, it won't stick to the glue. Whereas clear covers in general, if you take them off and then turn them around and put them back on the canvas, they will stick to the glue and they're going to be very, very difficult to get off. But Diamond Art Club have made sure that these new covers are basically double-sided clear release paper. So that is it. Goddess of Stone Temple, one of the most impressive renderings I've seen from Diamond Art Club. The thing is, and I always say it, when you look at what we're looking at just now, we're looking at the print, we're not looking at the drills. We don't see the shine and the sparkle, we don't see the ABs, we don't see the fairy dust. It makes a huge difference. So when this is finished, I think it is probably going to be the most impressive rendering that I've done anyway, that I've seen. Really, really nice diamond painting. So that was Goddess of Stone Temple from Diamond Art Club, and I have to say I think it is the most impressive rendering I have seen yet. It is just done so well. The way that they've got that see-through, where you can see the steps through the main character, but it's things like the folds in the dress as she's going up the steps. You can see the way the material folds behind her going down the steps. The fading as you go up from the bottom up to the top, heading towards that light. Just the way they've done the blending to give that sort of mysterious, sort of faded, sort of mist. It just looks so good. Again, as I said, looking at the canvas, it's hard to imagine exactly what it's going to look like. I am sure this is going to be the most impressive diamond painting that I have. It's just the detail, the way that they've done the shading. The sides are going to be, at the top anyway, just looking at the symbols, is going to be black. That is like DMC code 310, Diamond Art Club, resin drills, extremely sparkly. Batman is an example. Batman was the first kit I did when Diamond Art Club started using their own drills, but they have improved on them since then. It turned out really, really good. Very impressed with that. But this is something totally different. Batman, as you can see, is a cartoon, and the rendering is excellent for a cartoon. But this is more a more realistic piece, and that is what impresses me. The fact that it is a realistic image, and just the way they've done this it's something that I've never seen done as well as this before. So as I said, as soon as I saw it, I thought, yep, I want that, and I was lucky enough to get it before it sold out. But if it's something that appeals to you, it will be coming back in stock, and you can put your email address in and they will send you a notification when it comes back out again. It did sell out very quickly, so again, when Diamond Art Club are trying to decide how many kits to make of a specific piece of art, they're never sure how well it's going to sell, so they maybe were a bit cautious. It is a new artist as well for Diamond Art Club. They have certain artists who are well established, and they know, or they've got a good idea that this one, yeah, this will sell, so we'll produce more. This was a new artist, so they weren't sure how well it was going to be accepted, what the demand would be. The demand was very high, so I would hope that when they order more, they will order a larger number than they initially did, because I know a lot of people were disappointed that they didn't get it. All I can say is, if you are interested in it, make sure that you put your name down to be notified when it comes back in stock. But it is definitely the most impressive diamond painting that I've seen, the most impressive rendering that I've seen, because it is a more realistic, it's away from the Batman and the cartoony type things. It's a more realistic, more atmospheric diamond painting, and I think it is going to look really, really good. So yeah, again, Diamond Art Club, they never seem to get to a level where they think, right, okay, that's it. They are always pushing, and I know they are still working on new things. The perforated cover, they are looking at that. They've been getting feedback from people, and they are looking to improve that as well. I don't know if you even saw the perforations when I did the close-up. You can't really see them, and that is something that people have said that they would like it if they could actually see where the perforations were. So they are going to be adding, I think it's like dotted lines, so you get a better idea where the perforations are. So it makes it a bit easier to find and work. So that's going to be coming. But again, it's the rendering with this one that really caught my attention. I really like the image. I mean, I think it's really atmospheric artwork, and definitely something that would appeal to me. But it's just how well they've done it that really impressed me. So yeah, that's a really, really nice one. I'm very impressed with it. So that is it, another long video. As I said, I'm aware that a lot of people will just want to get to the main bits, so I've indexed in the description, and you can skip to exactly what you want to see. I'm telling you that at the end of the video, so I hope you haven't sat and watched through the whole thing without looking at the description. As I said, I'm always very conscious of newcomers and people who are new to diamond painting and don't really know anything about it. Hopefully some of the bits and pieces will help people decide on what to choose. They can see how a Diamond Art Club kit compares to other kits. I mean, I do review other companies as well. I think I keep losing track of it, but I think I've reviewed somewhere close to 60 different diamond painting companies. But the one that always catches my attention is Diamond Art Club. They are just always pushing the bar when it comes to diamond painting, and I really like that they're not just sitting back. The other thing is, I don't think I mentioned it, that all of the artwork that Diamond Art Club deal with is licensed. They deal with the actual artists, so the artists get something back. They don't just look for nice images and copy them off the internet and then scan them and sell a diamond painting. They work with the artists. The kits are hand rendered. The artist sees the kits before they actually go on sale, so they approve them. The other thing is Diamond Art Club only do one size. They are very, very conscious of the quality. They always aspire to be at the top, and they hand render the artwork. So people actually sit and put these together and they decide on the size. They don't sell 6 different sizes at 6 different prices. They look at the smallest size that they can get as much detail as possible, and that is it. They won't do it any smaller. You will get companies who would do an image, we'll take this one as an example, and offer say 6 different sizes, and they will show you the same picture for the 6 different sizes. So somebody who's totally new to diamond painting will think, well, I'll just go for the smallest one because it's the cheapest, but it looks just as good as the rest. It absolutely won't. Especially something like this, if you went to try and do something like this in a small size, it would look terrible. And I mean, I'm just talking from experience. You could not do this in a small size because of the detail and the shading. It just would not work, and you would be basically wasting your money. So be very careful if you are buying from companies who offer different sizes of the same image and show you the same picture for every size, because they just aren't the same. So yeah, anyway, I sort of sidestepped a bit there, but definitely the most impressive rendering I've seen yet. It'll be interesting to see with what else they come up with, but it's just the way they've done this, the dress folding down the steps and just the sort of ghost effect. Very, very well done. So big thumbs up to Diamond Art Club. I think this is actually my favourite diamond painting, and I haven't done it yet. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching. If you did watch the whole video, you are a trooper. I think I'm well over an hour with this one. I hope you found at least some of it worth watching. If you did, please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button, and you will see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, maybe even a few Diamond Art Club sneak peeks. Basically anything to do with diamond painting. Feel free to drop in on the lives as well. I do random YouTube lives, just when I can fit it in. I don't have set days or times or anything like that, but please feel free to drop in, have a bit of a chat, see what I'm working on, and tell me a little bit about your experiences with diamond painting, what sort of images you like to work on, that sort of thing, where you are in the world as well. It's interesting for me. I am originally from Scotland, and I now live in Copenhagen, the capital city of Denmark. So that is it for today. Again, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.